Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to Headlocks and Hot Packs. It's Tuesday night, which means it is time for Tuesday Night Trivia with Wrestle Trivia. Once again tonight, another edition of Wrestling Jeopardy. As you can see, this is a Money in the Bank episode, so despite the fact that I am wearing Elimination Chamber gear, we are going to be talking all about Money in the Bank, an event that I have attended live personally. I've attended it personally. Who else would do it personally? Anyways, if you are new to the channel, how this works is I am shooting for the perfect score, but I'll be keeping track of my total right here. So if you want to play against me, feel free to do so, and then let me know how you did at the very end. We work on the honor system here. Anybody can really lie and say they beat me, even if they didn't. So I guess we'll see what happens, but I'm shooting for the perfect score. I've come close a couple of times. Been kind of going the wrong direction on that lately, so hopefully we can turn things around. Before we begin, make sure you hit that thumbs up, and of course subscribe to the channel if you enjoy this kind of content. But let's get into it. Wrestling Jeopardy Money in the Bank edition.
Hello friends, my name is Kevin J. Callis.
Old Callis.
Yeah. Welcome to another episode of Wrestling Jeopardy, where I hope you're able to climb that ladder and successfully
like 8 months
cash in with
behind
the
on
overall
these.
top score at the end of this game, because, well, I believe in you. And
I believe in Joe Hendry.
On that note, let's go to the board now and check out the categories you'll be
believe?
quizzed on, starting with Money in the Bank.
I feel good about this
attempts,
one. I feel like I know a
followed
good
by
amount about Money in the Bank.
Fun facts. And
Fun
then
facts
Money
might
in
get
the
me.
Bank Losers. Miss Money in the Bank. And last but certainly not least, whose Money in the Bank briefcase is it
I feel pretty good about it, but we'll see what happens.
If you've been playing Wrestling Jeopardy for the past couple of months, well, you know what the deal is. However, if you're a newbie, check out the not-so-extreme rules, which are on your screen right now.
Here's how to
and
play,
these are just
but
basic
again, I'm
guidelines
playing
so
a little
that you
different. I'm
understand
just
exactly how to play this interactive
trying to get every question
trivia
right
competition
here.
where you're the contestant.
Money in the Bank, let's cash in.
All right, so let's kick things off with cash-in attempts.
The easy
for
round.
200.
Let's do
Damian
it.
Priest took full advantage of this wrestler's post-match attack on Drew McIntyre to successfully cash in his Money in the Bank contract at WrestleMania 40.
Who is Mr. CM Punk? That's right.
Love him or hate him, the answer is the controversial and polarizing.
I'll leave this up here so people don't think I'm looking at something else and cheating.
Fun facts for 2. As of July 2024, the aforementioned CM Punk remains the only WWE superstar to be a multiple-time Money in the Bank ladder match winner, winning the briefcase in back-to-back years at this premium live event.
I was at one of them. It's out of arm's reach here, but I still got my tickets. It's WrestleMania, boys.
And the correct answer, what is the Showcase of the Immortals, the granddaddy of them all, show
was it 23 and 20? Yeah, 23 and 24.
And that brings us to Who the Hers for 200.
All right,
the
Ace
fact
Ventura.
that this wrestler has competed in the most Money in the Bank ladder matches at 8 without securing a victory is Jamaican me crazy.
Who is Kofi Kingston? I would not have gotten that without the Jamaican me crazy line. So that could be a tough category.
I don't think that Kofi Kingston is a loser, but unfortunately when it comes to Money in the Bank matches, he just can't win one.
Denied.
It's like the Rumble.
Moving
they always
on to
put him in
Miss
the
Money
Rumble.
In the Bank for 2.
Just for the
this
spots.
This Japanese superstar was the first wrestler to win both the Women's Royal Rumble and also the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match.
Who is Asuka? First Women's Royal Rumble winner.
The correct answer is the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka. And let's finish
I kind
up
of
the
forget about that
round
one. 2020
with
is a very
whose
forgettable
Money
year.
in the Bank briefcase is it anyway?
Really? Who is Rip Van Winkle? Obviously, it's Rob Van Dam.
This one was fairly easy. I mean, RVD doesn't stand for Richard Van Dyke.
Common knowledge.
It
I said
stands
Rip
for the
Van
whole
Winkle.
effing
Whoops, that's a
show.
W.
Who is Rob Van Dam?
Whoopsie.
And let's move on to the 400
All right,
round.
5 for 5.
Starting
Hopefully
it off
you
with
are too.
cash-in attempts.
Let's keep it moving.
After Mark Henry laid out the big show following a grueling chairs match at WWE TLC 2011.
I had
this
it without the
wrestler
clue.
said yes to cashing in his Money in the Bank briefcase to win the World Heavyweight Championship.
That's what he did. Who is Daniel Bryan? That was
And
the first time he
correct
did the
answer, who
yes,
is
I'm
Daniel
pretty sure.
Bryan?
I could be wrong on
Moving
that.
on to fun facts for
That's how the
4.
yes thing started.
At 280 days, this wrestler held his men's Money in the Bank contract the longest until Damian Priest cashed his in at 281 days in 2024.
Who is Dolph Ziggler?
And the answer here brings us back all the way to the first Money in the Bank winner.
Oh, it was
the
Edge.
rated
Son of
R
a bitch. He got me in the second round. Wow, dude.
We're on to losers for 400. Austin Theory made the
Yeah,
bold decision
WrestleMania
to
to
cash in his Money
January.
in the Bank
Son of a
contract
bitch.
for this mid-card title, but couldn't get the job done against Seth Rollins.
That was another poopy one. What is the U.S. title? Damn it. It got me on Edge. That was
Now,
an
Theory
early
would
one,
win
too.
this belt a few weeks later when he beat Rollins and Bobby Lashley in a triple threat match. But the answer we're looking for here is the United States title. Which brings us to
I
Miss
kind
Money
of
in
think
the
they
Bank
should
for
have
4.
just left Money in the Bank
With
at
the London
WrestleMania.
crowd firmly behind her, this genius of the sky was able to handcuff Bayley and Becky Lynch together, climb the ladder, and become the 2023 Miss Money in the Bank.
Who is Io Sky? Or Shirai. I think she was Sky at
The
that
answer
point.
here
Yeah.
is Io Sky.
Yeah, changed
All
it
right,
to
let's
Sky
close
once she
out
went to the main
400
roster.
point round with whose Money in the Bank briefcase is it anyway?
Well, they've already mentioned him twice. Who is Damian Priest?
And that would be Damian Priest.
I
All
can't
right,
believe
time to
it.
check in. How you doing so far? That's 10 questions
I'm
down,
depressed,
15
Callis.
to go.
I'm depressed
Hopefully
that
you're
I got
having
that
as much
wrong.
fun as I am. And if you are, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ringy-dingy notification icon bell so you get notified whenever we come out with a brand new episode of Wrestling Jeopardy. Kicking off the 600 point round with Money
all
in
right.
the Bank cash in attempts.
Let's
the Miz
try to finish
has
the rest of this
successfully
off without
cashed in his Money in the Bank contract
2010?
twice.
Oh, okay.
The first against this wrestler in 2010.
Who is Randy Orton? Make sure I'm
The
doing my
second time
math
the
right here, too.
A-lister cashed in his contract was against Drew McIntyre in 2021, but he officially popped his Money in the Bank cherry
I
back in 2010
actually kind of forgot that
against
he did
Randy
it on
Orton.
Drew, so I'm
Let's head on over to
glad
fun
they didn't
facts
ask me about
for
that.
6. This wrestler first introduced the idea of the Money in the Bank ladder match in the weeks leading up to WrestleMania 21.
Who is Chris Jericho?
It really must be something to be able to sit.
I think he
at the
legit
foot
did
of
kind
that
of
learning
come
tree.
up with
the
it
correct answer, who
somewhat
is Chris Jericho?
behind the scenes, too.
Guys!
And we're on to losers for 6. Thanks to a distraction from John Cena, this wrestler unsuccessfully cashed in on Jinder Mahal during an episode of SmackDown Live in 2017.
Who is Baron Corbin?
You can't hinder Jinder, and neither
Yeah, it
could
was-
the correct
it was
answer,
a
who
Corbs.
was Baron Corbin.
What does he go by now? Is
Brings us to Miss Money in
Bishop-
the Bank for
Bishop Dyer, I
600.
think.
Technically speaking, I guess you could say that this wrestler is a 2-time women's Money in the Bank winner.
What? What do you mean, technically speaking? Carmella? Who is Carmella?
And the answer, the Princess of Staten Island.
She had to have another match
Carmella.
for it because Ellsworth
Closing out
helped
the
the first
600
time,
point
and then he helped the
round
second
with
time
whose
anyways, so
Money in the Bank briefcase.
I'm not sure what the
is
point
it
of that
anyway?
was. Who is Damian Sandow?
And that would be the briefcase of
Yes.
the intellectual savior.
Intellectual
of the
savior of
unwashed
the masses.
Who is Damian Sandow? 15
All right,
questions
one
down,
wrong,
10 to go.
so we're 14
plus
out of
Final
15.
Jeopardy, and that daily doubles floating
5,600
around.
is
Let's
my
kick off the
total
800
so
point
far.
round
Let me know
with
where you're
Money
at
in
if
the
you're
Bank
playing
cash-in
along.
attempts. I don't believe it. How? That's amazing. I just said it and it appeared, just like Joe Hendry.
I believe in Joe Hendry.
The category,
clap.
Money in the Bank, cash-in attempts. Think about how much you know about good
I'm
and
gonna
bad
wager
attempts,
everything,
and then place
so
your
might as
wager
well.
now.
Because to me, it only matters if I get it right or not. So 5,600 will be the wager. That's everything
All
I
right, time is
got.
up. Let's go to the clue. In 2006, Rob Van Dam simply wanted a fair
Got it,
title
baby.
shot. So he
What's the
challenged
math?
John Cena
11,
to a
2.
WWE Championship match at ECW One Night Stand at this famous New York City ballroom.
What is the Hammerstein Ballroom? They still use it to this day for wrestling.
And the answer, what is the Hammerstein Ballroom?
An insane atmosphere in there for
Brings
those
us the fun
ECW
facts for
pay-per-views.
8. John Cena,
11,200
Seth
is what that
Rollins,
brings
and
us
this
to.
wrestler have been cashed on by a Money in the Bank holder 3 times, more than any other superstar in history.
John Cena, Seth Rollins, and... oh my god. Who is Edge?
And the correct answer here,
Oh, Charlotte.
who is the
I never would have
queen?
got that.
Charlotte
Damn
Flair.
it, dude. Too
The
wrong.
losers for 8. After winning the Money in the Bank ladder match at WrestleMania 23, this wrestler was forced to give up his guaranteed title shot just a month later after losing a
So
match
Punk was 24
to
and 25. I remember this well because it was very disappointing. Who is Mr. Kennedy? Over an injury, and he wasn't
Talk
even
about
injured.
some bad luck for Mr. Kennedy, who
Yeah,
is
it
the correct
was.
answer. Kennedy.
Terrible luck.
We're on to Miss Money in the Bank for 8. This superstar used Christian's one-legged balancing act maneuver from WrestleMania 25 to propel her to victory.
What the hell? I have no
And
idea.
that would be who is Liv Morgan.
Yeah, I never would have remembered that.
All right, let's close up the
Damn, man, I
front
felt
round.
good about this going
Whose
into it. Now we're
Money
at
in the
3
Bank
wrong.
briefcase is it anyway?
Who is Otis? I kind of forgot that he won
technically
Money in the
it's
Bank.
not even a briefcase. It's more like a lunch pail. But the correct answer here,
Heavy machinery.
who is Otis?
You know it, Daddy.
Yes, sir.
Oh, it's just a little bit of hard salami.
And we've reached that time, the most
Herd
difficult round in
salami.
Wrestling Jeopardy. The steel cage begins to lower. The
All right,
ominous
3
music
wrong,
starts to
12,800
play. Get
is
your
the
thinking caps
total.
on, as we got 5 more regular questions left. Let's go back to Money
Final
in the Bank.
round
Cash-in
before
attempts
Final
for
Jeopardy.
1,000 at WrestleMania 31. Seth Rollins pulled off what came to be known
I know
as
this one.
this phrase.
What is the heist of the century? Michael Cole's call.
So when Seth cashed
Like I just
in
saw
his
that, like,
contract
run back
on Roman Reigns and Brock
somewhere.
Lesnar in the main event,
Or maybe it was
became
like
to
on
be known
YouTube or
as-
something.
Rollins with the heist of the century. Brilliant.
Brings us the
Yep,
fun
I
facts
remember
for
that call
1,000.
very well,
As of
Mr.
July
Cole.
2024, this wrestler has the distinct record of holding the Money in the Bank briefcase for the least amount of time before cashing in.
Who is Dean Ambrose? It could be
After holding the
Kane.
briefcase for only 49 minutes, the
It was
Big
Kane.
Red Machine
Damn it, I knew it was
Kane
one of the
cashed
two.
in on Rey Mysterio, dethroning the masked star.
But I
of
would have
his
had to
coveted
remember
world
the
title.
match order
And
of
we're
each
finishing
of
off
those
Money in
events,
the
and I
Bank
could not do
losers
that. It
for
was either him or
1,000.
Ambrose.
According
I
to
knew it.
reports, the original plan in 2019 was for this wrestler to win the men's
Oh, I know
Money
this
in the
one.
Bank ladder match. However, Brock Lesnar surprised everyone and grabbed the
They give it
briefcase
away with the
instead.
last
No
line.
wonder this dude wanted retribution.
You wouldn't really know this. It was part of an interview he did, but the answer is Mustafa Ali. I almost didn't say his name
Correct
right.
answer, who is Mustafa Ali? Finishing up Miss Money in the Bank for 1,000. This caped competitor may not have been faster than a
Yep,
speeding
I'll
bullet.
take this one too.
But she literally climbed over her competition in 2021 to become Miss Money in the Bank.
Who is Nikki ASH at the time? Nikki Cross.
And the correct answer here is Nikki ASH.
Another forgettable one
And
because
let's
she
finish up
cashed in
the
and
regular
was
Jeopardy
champion for what,
round.
like
The
a month
final
or two?
clue, whose Money in the Bank briefcase is it anyway?
Oh, who is Brock Lesnar? That was Brock Party.
Who doesn't love a good Brock party? The correct answer here, who?
Yeah, that
is
little
Brock
move
Lesnar.
there. His dancing.
And that brings us to Final Jeopardy. Start tallying up your points, and hopefully your score will take you to the bank, if you know what I'm talking about. But first, let's find out that Final Jeopardy
All right,
category,
that's the score.
which is...
Hopefully everyone can see it.
Oh, here comes the money.
16,000.
Shane McMahon has had a brilliant
4
career
wrong
in the
this
wrestling
episode.
business, and while he's never been a technician inside
So I'm just
the
gonna
ring,
wager everything.
he's created some moments that will stand the test of time. So think about how well you know Shane O'Mac and place your Final Jeopardy wager now.
I guess he only used enough of this song where
Alright,
you would
time
get
is
the
up.
point
Let's go
but not
to
get
the
hit with a
Final Jeopardy
copyright.
clue.
Hopefully.
In the summer of 1998, WWE added this new television
I got
show
it.
to their weekend programming lineup, which featured Shane on commentary for the first 13 episodes. Good luck.
Anybody need time? I got the answer. What is Sunday Night Heat?
Boom, boom.
Whoops.
In the summer of 1998, WWE added this new television show to their weekend programming lineup, which featured Shane on commentary for the first 13 episodes. Now, this show's format features
I remember
matches
that
and
picture.
interviews and stuff,
Or
but
I've
it's
seen that
mainly
since.
known for its preview of Sunday night pay-per-views. The correct answer, what is Sunday Night Heat?
Yes, sir.
And that does it for another episode.
All right, that does it for another edition of How Much Further Away from Perfect Score Can I Get on the Channel? But there is the final 33,600. If you played against me, I failed on my final goal. 4 wrong on this one. I don't know what's going on with me. I feel like I've been getting close on some of these, and now for some reason I'm just going the total opposite direction. But I'm still going to keep plugging away at it, and hopefully you guys enjoy watching me try. So make sure you come on back for the next time I take a shot at Wrestling Jeopardy and a perfect score here. But that's it for tonight. I'll see you guys on the next one. Have a good night.